2016 is going to be the year that Final Fantasy 15 finally sees the light of day, and now we have some more information on it as developers at Square Enix answered a round of fan questions on the official forums, and of course I will link the forum link in the description below this video. If you wish to give it a read, I suggest you do so. But one thing I want to discuss here is questions about the game's difficulty settings and how each of them would affect things such as, say, XP, enemy HP, AI behaviour and other factors, and according to the developer, the game will actually forego what we would label traditional difficulty settings. Now their post reads, quote, the equivalent to difficulty level settings in Final Fantasy 15 is a system where you can switch between different battle modes. By having this ability to switch modes, we want to make it so that both players who like action-orientated technical gameplay and also those who want to fight at a slower, more relaxed pace can all enjoy the combat in their own style. This switching system is a key part of the gameplay that we decided to introduce based on the feedback we received from the episode Duscae demo. We will go into more detail about the system closer to the game's launch, so stay tuned for more information. So obviously, without knowing concrete details about how exactly this is going to work, it's hard to really form an opinion. However, judging from what they said, it sounds pretty promising. Now, it would be nice to have difficulty settings, especially for those of you who appreciate a challenge, or, you know, might be an old hand at Final Fantasy games and you want to kind of stack yourself up against the game, I suppose. That would be nice, but it's not the end of the world, and I suppose if you want a challenge, you can just not level up very much and not overpower your characters, but more choice for the player is always good. And obviously, if this is based off of feedback they got from episode Duscae, then clearly this is something that fans were asking for, but obviously we don't know exactly what fans asked for. They probably said, hey, can you add an option for turn-based, or because it was slower or something, and they thought, hey, we can't do that because, yeah, it's a bit late, but we can perhaps add an option for slower combat, which is a fairly decent middle ground, and even if you don't end up using the options, nothing wrong with having choice, as long as, of course, it doesn't add development time, but I highly doubt making the combat slower paced added too much work for Square, but of course, again, I could be talking completely out of my arse here, so don't quote me on any of that. Personally, I'm really looking forward to Final Fantasy 15, words. Episode Duscae was really good. It had its issue, don't get me wrong, the whole stamina thing where your character would kind of kneel down every time you ran out of stamina was really annoying. And there was a few other bugbears, but overall I was pretty happy with what I saw, so more choice for the player, awesome. Perhaps you can even do a couple of runs with the game, I'm sure many people are going to be doing exactly that, with all the different branching paths and all the exploration and different things, and just replayability, of course, in a game such as Final Fantasy. I mean, how many times have you replayed, say, Final Fantasy 9 or 7 over the years? Well, 9, for me, it's quite a few. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.